nigga high as a motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast forward. I am the nigga, young dog. This high ass nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about the lean. Back in the day, crack was jumping on the scene. Now they slumped on the sidewalk. Can't talk. Golden era faded, but we still feel the rock. They used to be kings, now they lost in the scheme. Popping them bottles, throwing money, living dreams. Now they zone out and mumbling, fumbling. No rhythm in the city, the whole shit crumbling. They used to rock the house, they was riding through the streets. Remember there was dancing, sliding to the beat. Now it's poison in their veins, ain't no pulse on the street. Guess it's over now, they accepted the back in the day, the rock had a wild and free. Different story now, they got no energy. The new drugs got them slow with the hit unload. Out close and they don't dance no more. Rock used to be jumping, type shit they was on. Now it's lights out, guess the thrill is gone.
I am the nigga, young dog. I bring it to you rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more, it's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene. Even dancing in the rain. Now they nodding off. Shit just don't hit the same.
I am that nigga, young dog.
Of America, right? But what is the culture? Bro, let me educate you. Every culture starts from a language, a tribe. Every tribe have a language. What is it? Apart from English, what other language do Americans speak? The Black Americans. The Mexicans in America speak Spanish. They have something they speak outside English. The Asians the Chinese, everybody speak their language outside English. What do you speak? What is a trace of your culture you're talking about? What is American culture? I want to know, what is the Black American culture? I keep hearing this culture. Bro, the Black Americans are the culture, maybe baby mama culture. You know, baby single women having 3 kids. That's probably their culture. Or the numbers of the highest incarcerated Black young men in America. That's their culture. I don't know. Is it the pum culture? The gang banging culture? Is that the culture? Bro, the Black American culture is about wearing, let's say, wearing the Nikes, wearing they want to be on the trend game. You know, these are the culture. But I don't know why the Black Americans feel like they should be the center of Black people around the world, or they should be the face of Black people around the world. Why? Bro, you can have your face. See, you don't even have to declare yourself that you are not African, you are not African American. Bro, nobody give a flying damn about what you think about yourself. That's your own opinion and your own mentality, your own narrative of everything, how you are. That nobody cares. But bringing all your fights about Africa, bro, I don't get it. You talk about culture every time. What is the culture? I want to know. Genuinely, I'm asking. The hip hop. You want to say the hip hop? The music is your culture. I don't get it. Eminem is not Black, but he do more hip hop probably than the Black Americans. I don't get the culture you're talking about. Maybe because you guys dominate the basketball, the sports game in America, you guys dominate. Is that the culture? Sport is not culture, bro. Let me educate you. You don't have any language you speak outside English. You don't have a tribe. Culture has traces. You don't have any culture, but you always say culture. Bro, you don't have culture. Your culture is about dressing, looking nice, and wearing Nikes. They will tell you that they have the Nike. Bro, Nike is owned by a white man. I want to educate you on that too. The Nike is owned by a white man. They will tell you, hey,
I'm on mute here. Sorry about that. Are you able to hear me now? Anyway, so over the the last couple of years, I've been listening to Michael Savage over the last few years. He used to always talk about orders, language, and culture. And I did the street interview the other day with a white waiter. He said, "What is Black American food?" And he said okra and plantains and stuff like that. You can hear it on the interview there. And then you hear the African here. I'm not sure if you're able to hear the interview, but the TikTok video, I guess, where the African saying, "Well, what is the African Black American culture? If they want to be so front and center with it, what is their Black American culture?" And again, I ask you, what is it? They don't speak a particular language of their own. My lady, she's African. They have African food I've never seen before, never heard of before here in America. That's what they eat. That's their African food. It's not macaroni and cheese. It's not, fried chicken. Matter of fact, I've never seen them fry chicken. So again, there seems to be a void in the food. Clearly, the blacks don't have a language of their own. I mean, they seem to kind of come up with a language kind of evolving off of English, like one of those languages. Well, I forget what they call them. But there's not much language. There's not much of a food. And so there's really not much of a culture there. And so yesterday when I was watching BeBrave stream, and I'm going to pull that up, it just, it was some things that I noticed that, I think you have to, if you're being honest, you would attribute it to white people. And one of the things, I'm going to pull the video up and we'll watch a little bit of it. I think I already have it here. But one of the things Brave was saying, here's Brave here. I'm just going to get right into it, right where I think he started. And we'll start here. And here's Brave from yesterday. Brave, for those of you that aren't familiar, Brave is a 70-year-old white man. And he talks about, the white culture and, the difference in the black culture. And he talks about the black culture being very, devastating to the American culture. And some of the things that he was just pointing out in his...
No.
I couldn't help but remember,
yes, we can hear.
And myself here. And we're going to take a look. And as we...
Oh, yeah, they're that close.
Here.
I was just going to go, you guys got the crux of the project. Look at that fan. That fan is 35 years old.
And that was one of the first things that really caught my attention. 35 years ago, things were built, with higher quality. And it's something that, Brave, hangs on to. He remembers these days. 35-year-old fans still working now. Today, fans are more or less throwaways.
Kicks ass, man. You can be, that's some bitch you can be 15 feet away from it and it'll put a hell of a breeze on you. 35 years old. I'm going to do the same to all of this. Get all this out of here. As opposed to just pulling up. I don't, let's go out here.
And guys, ladies and gentlemen, you notice how peaceful and quiet it is. Then you contrast that to the neighborhoods that you've seen me riding through. And you can compare and contrast BeBrave's neighborhood to the neighborhoods that you've seen me ride through.
See if I get too far away from the internet, if I'm screwed. So what I did is I took these corner pieces that I had left over, because I only needed 8 feet of them. You have to buy 10 feet lengths. And you take the corner pieces, flatten them all out very carefully, and then put some hems on them with some tools that I have. And you bend them so that the brown...
And this is a 70-year-old man. I've been on this stream day in, day out. I can't even find black men to cut my grass. Young black men, I ride by them every day. On my bike, they're just hanging around, doing nothing.
You invert the bend from the 90 for the brown outside, and you invert the bend, and the brown is on the inside, and you can make awnings out of it. They're on top of the door that I was Just put these in there. This makes it so it don't get too hot in there from a trike. That some bitch is about 1.5 feet by damn near 3 feet. That's an interior door, folks. I'm gonna see how long it lasts. Add on to it, I just take the hardware off and get me something else, make a door. You know, nothing complicated, but
Again, he's talking about doing some things that are very difficult to find in the black community. Someone that can put up a door, make a door, repair a door. Whenever I have to hire people, it's almost all Hispanics today.
that's an interior door. But yeah, that's the breather. That's the top of the breather. I cut the top of the door off. Put this in. Oops. Put that in. Take that. Trike sitting in there. Stays real dry in there. This awning that I put over the door keeps the rain from coming in the breather. It's about 10-inch awning and it's direct.
You know what's most amazing? You know what really blows my mind more than anything is it, you know, and maybe it's all just a joke or anything like that. But you know, you have blacks that would criticize what a 70-year-old man built, and then ride through their ghetto ass neighborhoods where everything's falling down, no one building anything. Maybe they don't see it because they moved away from the black neighborhoods. But in white neighborhoods all around America, there's things like this going on here.
On top of the breather. So I mean, rain would have to come down sideways to get in this. Easily removable, couple of handles.
Latino, I got a Dominican story for you coming up. I started to tell it the other day. It was a teaching lesson for my son, though, and I'll get to it.
That's how you do shit as a poor white trasher, man. Sturdy, though. Ain't pretty? Ain't nothing pretty about it? See how I went up into the...
You know how many blacks have been told that they deserve better than this? They can't build it, but they think they deserve better than this. They sitting in the housing projects in New York City, begging, moaning to the government, come fix this hole in my ceiling. I got a leak in one of my pipes is dripping down on my head from up above the shitty water. Nobody can fix anything.
Into the trim, under it, then down over it. So basically, no caulking needed. No caulking needed over the doorway. I'm just going to weatherproof it down the side with some more wood, bring the wood out.
This 70-year-old man, he doesn't have to do any of this.
If there's no
In
caulking,
these inner cities, these poor old blacks get weather subsidies, heating, cooling subsidies. They don't weatherproof anything because the government comes in and saves the day.
caulking needed. Keep everything dry, treated wood, no big deal. That's a fun trike. Like I said, folks, I don't even set it back up there. Put on a little hillbilly fasteners. See that? Holds it. Come over here. Put one in here. And it holds it in. Keeps the temperature real nice and smooth in there. Hardware cloth. That's not screen, folks. That's hardware cloth. Yeah, that ain't screen.
You see the amount of detail. That ain't screen, folks. That's hardware cloth.
1/4-inch hardware cloth. Small enough to stop wasps from getting in and large enough for all the air to flow.
People might be poor, but their yards are fairly maintained. Trash cans are orderly in place there.
Got a place for my trash can since it's the back of my shed. Oh, I know it's not the Taj Mahal, folks, but John's got a structure. John's got some framework over there. It's sturdy. It's unconventional. It's nuts and bolts, lag screws and long screws. There ain't a screw showing anywhere inside of it. It's all depth. Paid attention. There ain't no screws coming through anything. Nuts and bolts on each corner. Lag screws. It's very sturdy. Very unconventional. Look at the frame. It's very unconventional. But I'll tell you what. Comes down right over the concrete. Haven't mowed my lawn because yesterday I mowed their lawn. Oh yeah, it don't need it. I don't use them. I only use the one, and I have so many things.
And so BeBrave says something else here.
Goddamn neighborhood, man.
You know, one thing I don't see is any trash anywhere to be found.
So I mowed my front yard, their front yard that I got over there. My basement entrance. Got my power coming out of there. I don't have an outside recep. I did not put an outside recep on the back of this wall when I had it open with my dumb ass. Stupid move.
And here's something that it may have went over most of your heads, but it didn't go over mine. This is something here that you encounter in ghetto neighborhoods, in black neighborhoods. And BeBrave just said he probably didn't even think about it. I guess he did because he mentioned it. Here's that clip.
Never lived there. The beauty of it is, I left this house empty for a year. A year and 3 or 4 months after I bought it. Power tools in it, power tools inside. Shit, $1,000. You don't have to worry about shit here, man. You go to Detroit, you do a fixer-upper in Detroit or anywhere near it. Yeah, you got to take all your power tools with you and then hope they don't come in and steal your copper Romex that you're installing.
And Brave is telling the truth, the exact truth. I've had it happen to me so many times. I talked about here on the channel. I had 30 boxes of tile stolen from me from a 3rd floor of a building, which means they had to make multiple trips up and down, back and forth with the tile. It would have been too heavy to carry in a car. No one said anything. And that tile man only sat there a week or 2 before someone stole it. They probably saw me hauling it in. But here's Brave saying he left tools in his house for over a year. No one broke in. No one stole the pipes, the copper pipe, and nothing like that.
And plumbing. Yeah. So I say, oh, there's no affordable housing. No, there's a lot of affordable housing if you can live in the goddamn neighborhoods where they're at. Yep. Innate, it'll blow your mind, buddy. Even if you have to commute to get back into your job, to get to your I think you deal with autos and stuff like that. Yeah. It'll blow your mind in that. I don't know if you've ever lived in them, but I know I knew I was looking for all white, but I didn't know. I still did. I told my brother, I said, you know, I knew I was looking for all white, but it's still, there's something magical about it. You can just tell it's been all white for 100 years. It's just too much tranquility, politeness, civility. The white trash people are real well-mannered. I mean, you know, not that the white trash weren't well-mannered where I came from, but yeah.
And therein lies the crux of everything, in my opinion. Mexicans can look for all Mexican neighborhoods and be happy with that. A Mexican with a lot of money can go to a Mexican neighborhood that's affluent, and he can be happy with that. White man, Asian man, everyone else can go and live around their own people and be happy with that, wherever they are, whatever levels they are. But blacks, and they can't be honest about this, but what blacks have to do is they have to go to someone else's neighborhood if they make it. Even if they don't make it, they got to stretch and go to the whitest Mexican Asian neighborhood they can find. That's why they all say, I live in a mixed neighborhood. You're not looking for all black neighborhood. BeBrave say, give me all white. And I think that blacks are very desirous of that. Hell, I live in an all black neighborhood. Shit, don't cause me any problem. But my children don't live there. And I think that for the blacks that, have children or feel vulnerable to the predators in the neighborhood, they know they can't live there, but they can be honest. And I think that is where the Stanleys of the world, have their biggest problem with the BeBraves of the world. Because BeBrave is not like that rich, wealthy white man that I interviewed the other day at Union Square. BeBrave is a poor man. But he wants to live around his people, white people, poor white people. And Brave went on to make a point, which I thought was very interesting. Blacks love to say, well, whites do meth. But that poor white neighborhood clearly could not be meth infested. It's too civil. It's too quiet. You could feel the tranquility there in that neighborhood. And I think that blacks know this. Even among the lower class blacks, they can't create what Brave showed us here. As proof of that, I've been in Brooklyn lately, and I put this up on the stream here. This is Eastern Parkway. This is the parkway where they hold the Caribbean Day festivals. A lot of blacks live here. Take a look. Look at the trail. Trash everywhere. We just comparing to everything, like everywhere. Homeless people, maybe even dead, lying about trash everywhere. And here's another extended video, a wider frame video of all the trash. I'll be right back. at all the trash here. And now you consider this is a neighborhood that blacks love to rave and rant about. Brooklyn in the house. And this is how they maintain their cherished neighborhood. And if all the blacks to live around the whites and they feel like they've made it. I mean, there's a neighborhood up in Massachusetts, I think it's called Inkwell. And that's where the bougie blacks go to live. And I asked this white man here from Hyannisport, I said, why don't the blacks go to Atlanta, D.C., to build up their Inkwell? Martha's Vineyard?
I'm from Cape Cod, so just next door.
Oh, yeah. Is that nice? I've never
It's
been there.
nice.
It's really nice.
Beaches. It's like it's one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Yeah, really?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that like Hyannisport and all that?
I'm a little bit further down in Orleans.
Have you ever seen Obama up there?
Never seen those Obama.
Isn't there like a black ass part? I'm sorry. Isn't there like a black part of?
There is a vineyard.
Yeah.
There's like
What's that black ass part like?
It's I haven't really been. I mean, I haven't spent much
you
time
never been to the
there.
black part?
No.
You didn't go to the black part. He doesn't go to the black part. The whites go to the black. The blacks go to the white part. He's fine living in his beautiful little oasis. He doesn't want to go to Inkwell. Inkwell wants to come to them.
No, I haven't been there. But I heard it's cool. I mean, I heard it's great. It's like
they have parties and shit.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, a lot of parties. Why do you think they have parties?
They're celebrating.
What are they celebrating?
I don't know. They're celebrating their wealth.
Why do you think they don't celebrate their wealth like in Harlem or Atlanta?
There's not as much.
Thank you. This is perfect. Thank you. Tableside service here, guys. And that was the white guy. He's a waiter, and he had a lot of quotes there. And I think what he was saying, a lot of the things he said really touched on, the things that, people like Stanley don't want to talk about. And I can understand it. It must hurt. You live in this area that you consider to be nice. You know you can't live in a black neighborhood that would be just as nice. And here's some of the things that the white guy said. I want to ask you about bike riding. This is what we want to talk about. All right. Thank you. Well, at one point he said that he'd never heard gunshots. I think this is a clip. He said, "I never heard shooting this shit." When you were living in wherever, Orleans, is that what you call it?
Yeah,
you ever heard any shooting guns at night?
Never.
I'm a professor.
Never.
Never, not once.
Huh?
No. Maybe hunters, people hunting, stuff like that.
Have you heard gunshots around here?
I've heard sounds at night that I wasn't sure if they were gunshots. So I guess
Then when you
that's
read the news, you heard somebody got shot.
I know that happened.
He said, well, I think it was gunshot. I read the news. I know somebody got shot, but I can't be for sure it was gunshot.
I know the parade. In August.
Oh yeah. You know that's coming.
There's always stuff going on.
You know that. And BeBrave talked about festivals in his neighborhood. Quiet, peaceful. But when the Caribbeans, the Africans, the blacks, they want to have their festival, there's shootouts. It happens every year, and the white man just said it happens every year. And again, why can't they have peace in their own neighborhoods? They can't have peace when they go to other people's neighborhoods. You have to start asking yourself, why don't they just stay in their own neighborhoods if other people seemingly don't like them? But they want the amenities of living around whites. They just don't want to admit it. And And here's this woman basically saying what I'm saying.
Very interesting being a person of color in a restaurant like this because we get looked at kind of differently than everybody else is. Very interesting being a person of color in a restaurant like this because we get looked at kind of differently than everybody else is. Very interesting being a person of color in a restaurant like this because we get looked at.
It's very interesting being a person, a brown person in a restaurant where only white people go. Well, why go? Why not go eat that soul food that you say you love, your culture, the soul food? You say the white people don't season their food well. So why keep going to those white people? Restaurants and businesses. They don't treat you well. But the blacks keep going. And it has never made sense to me. It just never made sense to me. You ask them when they go out to eat. Over Drake right now. It's not the one I want to play. I want to play the one where the guy said the blacks have no food. And this is why they end up in so many white.
No, I would though. It sounds fun. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't want me. You know, I don't know that much about black.
Shit, they want you, man.
You really?
You don't know that. You don't know that much about black people.
About black food, like
what's black? Okay, what's black food to you?
What's black food to me?
Yeah.
Like soul food.
Like what's it? Give me some soul
food.
Give me some soul
I feel like
food.
I'm gonna embarrass myself on your show right now. I
Give me some of that soul food. Yeah, what's a black food? What's a black food you think of?
When I think of black food,
give me one.
Like okra. I don't know, like okay, wait.
Come on, I know you know some black food now. You got okra, what else?
Chicken.
What kind of chicken? Baked chicken, smothered with gravy.
Catfish. I don't know, bro. Jambalaya. That's Cajun.
I'm falling out down over this motherfucker.
American. We could do like.
Woo! How about chitlins?
Chitlins, grits, shrimp and grits. Am I wrong?
Woo! Hey. We had an African earlier saying that, you blacks, you call yourself whatever you want, but you ain't got no culture. Here's a white man saying, well, I guess they got a food or soul food. Well, name it. You can't name it. Hey, what you say? You say, how about, so you said chicken. How do the blacks prepare their chicken?
Fried. Sometimes, probably other ways too.
What type of fried chicken restaurant do they like?
So, Popeye?
Have you ever had Popeye before?
Dude, I actually can't eat fried chicken.
What?
I have a gluten problem.
Oh, so you know.
So I can't eat that. Yeah, I used to when I was a kid, though. Is that the whitest thing, I've said so far?
Did you feel black when you ate fried chicken?
No.
Did you I'm eating some black people shit right here?
No, I did not.
I mean, did you identify with black, like, in that moment? When you would eat that fried chicken, like... And there was that. There was the food. The African led off with the language. You ain't got no language. You like trends. You like the trendy. You like baby mamas. You like to wear Air Jordans and shit. And it's part of your culture there. And so at this point, honestly, a lot of blacks exist to antagonize white people. What it is? Antagonize the system white people is built. I mean, they just released the Martin Luther King papers today. Say this nigga was fighting for reparations all the way back then. They don't want to work. Many of them can't work. Right? Many of them can't work. Look, listen, don't take my word for it. I've been showing it here to you on the screen. I brought you the dope here on the screen because I knew I've been on something for all my life, and I already knew, but I'm proving it to you here. Listen,
in Whole Food.
You work at Whole Food?
Yes.
Do any Black Americans work there?
Yeah. A lot of Black Americans here.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Which one do you work at? 14th Street?
Spanish, Black American.
Do you find it?
Now, Georgetown.
How is it working with you? Work in Georgetown. How is it working with the African Americans in Whole Foods? Do you see a difference in working with them versus other people?
I think most of them like to work in the customer service instead of being inside doing like the actual, like, I don't know how to put it. Instead of working inside, like for example, the prepare food, the bakery, the meats department. But most of them, I think most of them they don't like to work inside. They don't like to work. They don't like to do hard work. They just want something that they can just.
Those are his words, not mine.
Like sit down or just standing. The rest of.
Just the other day, I told you I walked into a convenience store on my way back to DC. Young black man sitting down, cashier. I said, bro, I wanted to tell him, get your ass up. Just stand up. If you're going to sit down and listen to the music, stand up and listen to it. Shit, somebody's paying you here, bro. So you're saying you don't think, from your experience, the blacks don't like to do hard work?
Yeah. I can say not only the blacks, even though white people, in my own opinion, even the white people.
Wow.
The blacks are kind of better, but the white people, it's so hard to see them working. I don't know how to get their money.
Man, listen, when I first moved up here in the Northeast, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, my first job out of college, I worked at Long John Silver's. We had to work, man. Like there was no land about working on computers and shit. Damn, my battery's dying over here. And so I would see these, I may have to end the stream, but I would see these, oh shit, let me come back. Get my shit on. My battery's not charging here. My battery not charging anyway. So I would see these, white people, and they'd be sitting about, just lying about it. How the hell do they live like this? Maybe they have generations of money. Who knows? But I think the blacks are trying to copy their ways, and that's what you're hearing here. Are there white people that work in Whole Foods in DC? That seems like DC has so many, affluent white people. You probably don't see that many whites working at Whole Foods, I would imagine, right?
In my department, I asked since they opened the store how many white people work here. They said only 6.
Only 6
white people. Since they opened it.
And you work at the one. Where is that one? Where is the Whole Foods that you work? And that was just one clip. Maybe we'll listen to more of it. I think we got the gist of it. And hearing again, more of the same African guy, same phone call. Do you think the African Americans are privileged?
Yeah, to be born here.
Really?
Yeah.
And you think do you think they kind of don't take advantage of it?
That's a more advantage, yeah. The only problem they don't take advantage of it. I don't know if they are not aware of it or whatever, but they have to take advantage of it because they're born here, they're citizens here.
But they look at those white people just like he looked at them. He said, I don't know how they get their money. And the blacks don't know either. They can't fathom these people may have come from generations of money. And they look at that and they aspire to sit on their ass and make money like they see the white people doing. They don't see the hard work. They don't see the BeBrave as toil and built a house that will last for a millennium. They don't see that. Within their lineage, there's no one that can do that. And that's the stepping stones, the ecosystem that they have to exist without.
But it seems like they don't take advantage of it. There are lots of opportunities here.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of opportunities here that can make someone rich. But the only thing is kind of hard though to be rich in the US. It's kind of hard, but
to be rich and be what?
In the US.
Oh, really?
In the
you think
US
so?
here.
You think so?
No, I can I can be rich
Uh-huh.
in Africa, but in the US, because of things are too expensive here.
Really?
So
Do you think things are cheaper in Sierra Leone?
Yeah. Things are cheaper in
Like
Sierra
what?
Leone.
Like is it cheap? Housing is cheaper in Sierra Leone? Or what does it cost?
Yeah.
What does it cost to live in Sierra Leone? Like a similar place?
Like $100 can pay me a whole rent for the whole year, for 1 year.
$100.
Not
Wait
even
a
a
minute.
month. $100.
$100 for the whole year.
Yeah.
Will it be
$100.
Will it be a nice place to live or what?
A nice place, yeah, with a cement, not even a wood. With a cement, a nice room.
And
with a cement.
It'll be a room. A room, like would it be in the city or what? Where would it be? If you
in the city
for $100 for a whole year in a room?
Yeah, because in my currency in Sierra Leone, that's like 2 million some hundred.
Oh, yeah, your currency's all fucked up.
Yeah.
So he eventually says blacks should go back to Africa, and I mean they don't have many good options here in America. It doesn't seem to be working out for them. Guys, I got to charge up my computer. I thought I brought my charger boot with me, but I did not. And I see BeBrave in the audience, man. We'll probably crank up another stream. What time is it? I charge up my computer. Maybe we crank it up in about 30 minutes or so. We get that started again. But once again, guys, I want to reiterate, that when I hear people criticize